moon blue. I'm making pigs fly, now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. The punter and kickoff man, Sam Martin, to get us started. And we are underway from Ford Field. First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain. These guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Looking to throw on second down. Murray will get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running.
This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
A first down carry for Barkley. Give him 12 yards on that one, and earns him a fresh set of downs. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Barkley will score. Touchdown, Packers. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. This defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, You give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Lions at 3-6 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Sims. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync. And the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come back and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now Sims. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 9:03, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Operating from the gun, Sims. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Ryan touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Murray now on first down. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. It really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
The return from his end zone is Grant. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd and 10, Murray steps away to his left. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now from Murray. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
On 1st and 10, Sims. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Detroit! I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there, let him go get it.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Waste of time.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
We're talking about the proverbial deer in the headlights. That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went ahead and ready to get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and it's taken down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the slant, DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Well, this looks like a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. McCaffrey is in for a Lions touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Murray is going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable for Lockett. Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, here's Sam Martin to punt it away for Detroit. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Lions have recovered.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And a tackle there by Marcus Epps. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the outside. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to add on to their first-half lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Packers pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on the way to a lopsided victory.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down. Sims. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Paulson Adebo. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick 6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead is down to 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception. They've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Finding Pickens for another catch. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. To throw, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Second and goal at the Lions' 11-yard line.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. This is caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They were held out last time. Here now is third and goal from the 1. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers get a bit closer. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and he'll come up empty on the try for 2. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And this will wind up the Lions' first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Off play action. Sims. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, even with a huge lead, he was looking for more points. Wanted the deep shot downfield. That one goes incomplete. Obviously, he wants to put more points on the board.
To throw on 3rd down, Sims. He finds Hopkins complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop. Because you see the net result here. You'll go ahead and finish the play. You don't give up that type of yardage.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Murray fighting, lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use time?
Touchdown! Sterling Shepard, 28 yards. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray to air it out again. The pass caught by Olave. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Throwing now is Murray. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored. Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Now Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
Ready, break. Ready.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now 156 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
There with a tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the...
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah.
Take off the foo-foo, take off the culture, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss, take off the weird jewelry. I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off them fabricated streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo, take off the Sandro Pay, 5-day stay, take off for the meal, hella final. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the...
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star.